Hi everyone, I'm live. Oh, this is the freshest out of the shower I have ever been going live, but nonetheless, I am live. As it is a double watch along kind of night. So let's get that post out that I'm live, baby. Get the old blue sky machine tweeting, posting, go into the Discord. And there. There we go.
Abandoned by the left. And then the right said, hey, we're here if you help do it. They said that's something.
All right, and then I go here, pull up TNA. Hey, good to see you, Brantley. Whew. Busy few days coming up. Oh, I can turn off my VPN. I don't know why that was still on. I'm not at work anymore. It's SmackDown time, and on the other monitor over here, Final Resolution. Some TNA, even though they betrayed me with all the Joe Hendry stuff and how they're mistreating him. Oh, Jimmy Uso. Hold up. Jimmy Uso here with a crutch. Balaclava Jacob, as always, looking sketchy. Very true, very true. Oh, man, good to see everybody tonight. Great to be here. I, like, no joke, am 5 minutes removed from the shower. My hair is still soaked. I speed ran it. I speed ran tonight. Oh, Roman apparently going to be speaking tonight. Oh man! And also for those wondering, SmackDown is uploading as we speak. Ray has got it uploading as we speak. AEW is going to come out later this weekend instead. Ray was out of town for a few days, so he didn't have time to get an episode done. It happens. For Team Theory, so hope to win is keeping Jacob out of the match. Keep Loa in. All right then. I gotta get the thumbnail for Super Showdown made today, too. SmackDown's coming out tonight, Zach. That means Super Showdown is still coming out tomorrow. What it means, it doesn't mean anything for Super Showdown. It just means that AEW is coming out later this weekend. AEW Raw pay-per-view. There's nothing. There's nothing there to connect the dots with. There's no dots there to connect. TNA is in Atlanta tonight, my neck of the woods. And you might be thinking, well, Xander, why aren't you there? One, money. Two, that card ain't that great looking tonight. So when is Super Showdown? Tomorrow morning. As soon as I get the thumbnail made, the premiere page will be set. Because, like I said, SmackDown's going to be out in like an hour. So Super Showdown will be tomorrow. LAW, as long as I get it done, will be out tomorrow. Because I'm also working on Xander's Xander's very not so merry Christmas special. I think that's what it's going to be called. Because that's still undergoing some final shoots and stuff. Go for that world title, Big Jim. Your boy Jimmy Uso showed up. That's why Jimmy's my tribal chief. Oh, Drew was not prepared for Drew. Yeah, the bloodline hate runs deep. Number one hater, Drew McIntyre, in the house. Tiffany Stratton with a Christmas themed attire. You'll love to see it.
Are you ready? Duh, it's chicken time, and nobody is gonna take out the right? And have all the terms. And when you become the first ever women's United States champion, you don't need this. It's all about your legacy. You want it to be you want round after round, turning first ever. What are you darts and cheese pockets, right? We'll be watching. Good luck.
I don't like them being mean to Tiffany. She's oddly good at being sympathetic. I was not prepared for her to be that good at being sympathetic, just with her facial expressions. So yeah, for those that haven't heard, I'm working on a Christmas special. It's gonna come out. I don't know what day for sure. I'm thinking Sunday the 22nd because that's the last Sunday before Christmas. And or Monday the 23rd, one of the two. I haven't decided yet though. But it's gonna be a very at the moment the working title is Xander's Very Not So Merry Christmas Special. It is my first Christmas special in 5 years. The Moral Compass of Seth and Drew. It's a pretty solid name. That's a pretty solid name. I gotta give you credit on that one, Pierre. But very excited about it. I don't have a trailer for it at the moment. I wish I did, but I don't because it's not done being filmed. I might show a sneak peek of it tonight with what little footage I do have done. But the kind of synopsis of Xander's Very Not So Merry Christmas Special is that I have not enjoyed Christmas in about 6 years, and it is the mission of some very important people to change that. And it's going to have some interesting cameos. I'm very excited about it, like I said.
You may be polluting your lungs with toxic chemicals. The pork chop killer is back in Bojangles for limited time. It's bow time.
Another reason to be a good driver is saving money.
Yeah, the Drive Safe and Save app can now make your car insurance come.
If Premiere doesn't crash, I will see if I can. Because, like, I don't want to give away the big reveal of the Christmas special.
Solitude.
Drew Rollins and KO have a thing in common. They all hate rolling in the bloodline. Yep. But at the same time, I've also kind of already given away to some people what I'm doing. Alright. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of Xander's Very Not So Merry Christmas Special. Are we ready? Make sure the volume is up. So here is your preview.
What's happening? Doctor? Sarah, 5. Where are you, ghosts? You're not dead.
We're here because you told us. What's that?
stick to the script. Okay, right. Sorry. So, gotcha. Yes, gotcha. Thank you. We're here because you have lost what the meaning of Christmas is to you after all of these years. You are
Premier's been
lost
weirdly
and
acting
in
like this
need of
lately.
guidance. Guidance from those that have helped you save Christmas in the past. So I ask you, man in worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
We were just texting an hour ago. What's going on?
You need guiding hands, friend. And the two of us are here to give it. Hit it!
Oh fuck, we're in a musical.
With Molly and Molly, avarice and greed.
There's your preview. Oh, Naomi offering to step into the place of Jade.
Okay, but if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to be fighting champions. Now I'm talking about being ready to defend them as early as next week. All right, let's do it. You can do that. Let's do it. You got it. Or you let that call by the general manager. Great call by all.
Naomi is acting kind of sus. She's acting very sus. But alright, it is tippy time, as they say. So it's Tiffany versus Michin, and it's Chelsea versus Bailey. Pretty much the only dub we're looking for tonight is that Bailey does not go on to tomorrow. And Moose just beat Kushida in a very fun match.
Provides us all with a whole new reason for this season. I don't know about you, Cole, but I'm feeling festive tonight. And tonight, Friday Night SmackDown is presented by Nizzle. Only in theaters December 20th.
Yep. Moose.
Advanced last week to win over Naomi and Electro Lopez. A triple threat. Great time for the women's division. Tori over on Monday Night Raw. Goes to serve another way from the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. Just speaks to the depth and the ultra abundance of talent we have right now in WWE's women's division. Get off next group. Winner of this matchup takes on the winner of Chelsea. Chelsea Green. She's a Hollywood for me today. I'll tell you about that match later on. But nonetheless, Bailey and Chelsea Green later on tonight. Tiffany Michin starts things off in this one. Tiffany, former NXT champion, Michin never held a championship in WWE. She's a former Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion, however. I believe that matters. Why Michin has been so dominant, so laser focused.
Impact Wrestling mentioned.
Tiffany Stratton. Oh, drop kick by Michin. As confident as Tiffany Stratton tends to be. Cannot look past Michin. She is a veteran. She has world experience. Michin knows a million plus runways to beat you. The WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax seems a bit concerned over the fact that her
I missed the WWE. Me too, brother. Me too.
never United States Women's Champion. We don't need to, well, she called it, take the cheap route and use the money to bank cash in for a title.
So anyone got any bold predictions for tomorrow on Super Showdown? I know we talked about this a little bit the other day. I remember Pierre's bold prediction is that Nathan is going to retain both of his titles, which is quite bold indeed. And the episode is actually going to be called Super Showdown Australia, just so no one thinks that we're doing a Saudi show.
My treat today. But I don't think they take that in. Of course they take Discover. It's accepted at 99% of places. 99%? I didn't know that. You're such a Wait. You're right.
Discovery's accepted in 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all.
Bronson Reed versus Goldberg. 3-minute entrances is longer for both. Oh, you'll find out. Also, yes, I do know that
This video and every other video I make across my 3 channels.
Bronson's watching Goldberg in 5 minutes. Bold, bold. So, I watched Red 1 yesterday. That's The Rock's new Christmas movie. With Chris Evans and J.K. Simmons and all of that. Nathan walks away from the tag title match. Was it good? So, Alex, our roommate, and I watched it together. Alex, I think, had the best way to sum it up. It was not good. It was a bad movie, but it was a good bad movie. And by that, I mean, and she means as well, it was so bad. Like, it was so bad, but it just had that right amount of, like, this is terrible to it that made it so fun to watch and laugh at. Like, I will definitely be watching it again next Christmas. Thank you, Daryl.
Chelsea Green, come on out on NBC.
And I will be live tomorrow. I will be live for Saturday night's main event. because it's going to be a fun show. I got a big day tomorrow. It's going to be probably the only day I don't DoorDash this week. Well, no, I think I'm actually scheduled to DoorDash tomorrow, as of right now, at least. The full card for LAW announced. Let me double check and I'll get back to you on that. If it's not, I'll just go ahead and announce it, because at this point there's only one more show. Okay, yes, I'm scheduled to DoorDash tomorrow at 6 in the morning. Yes, I'm scheduled to deliver from 6:30 to 7 and from 5:30 to 7. Currently. And then Sunday, same thing. 6:30, 8, 5:30, 7:30. So essentially, I have tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, and part of Tuesday. I need to use my lotion real quick. My hands are dry as shit. But I've got these next 4 days to get LAW done, to get the Christmas special done, to get Raw done, to get SmackDown done, to get next week's LAW special done, to get the World Cup finished, which is going to be 3 videos. I got a lot to do. Pretty much Lone Star and Maple Leaf, they're just going to go on hiatus till I get back from Christmas. Because as I've mentioned, this coming up Wednesday, Alex, my roommate, and I leave for Alex's master's degree graduation next week. Oh! That was a bit of a messy finish. Michin moves on to tomorrow. God love them. Corey and Cole are doing their best to sell this like Michin didn't accidentally roll into the prettiest moonsault ever. They're not showing the replay of it either. Like, she rolled right into it. And then had to no-sell it. Chelsea better win the US title. Yeah, I wouldn't be against Michin winning it, but I would prefer a Chelsea victory. At this point, the worst case scenario that can happen is Bayley. Because that just there's no point in Bayley winning it. Like I had an argument with someone about this last week, where I was just like, someone was like, well, you know, Bayley would add immediate prestige to it because she's a former women's champion. It's like, that's not the point. The point is not we need to make this title prestigious. The point is this title is going to elevate people to being world champion one day. It doesn't need to start out on a former women's world champion. Alright, the Super Showdown page is up now for you to go pre-like for tomorrow. As for LAW, for those wondering about that for next week, Winter Wonder Slam. Hold up, DIY are getting a black and white promo.
We were screwed. Screwed. Otherwise, justified rematch. Raw tag team title. My seat. In front of my friends. In front of my But I took all that and I bottled up deep down inside. I soldiered on. The next week, I looked into this camera and I told the world who's gonna do whatever it takes to right the wrong. Then after noticing she got red carpet and all, she'll reach straight to the front of her eyes, taking our spot. And this talking about, no, but I got out and showing the fucking Johnny Gargano and all that, and we're all looking what? We took one step, right to the other's two steps. It was so good to see my friends showing it. Everything they've done for tags and wrestling, I'm glad. But now we are on to better days to be on. Your two-time done my tag team champions, but we're on first. The bad man is bad right here. He's the master. Best tag team in the world.
Cool. Can we get a different theme song for them now then? Because heels going out to we are doesn't really fit. Okay, so oh yeah, SmackDown's tag division really is stacked. But yeah, here's what we're looking at for Winter Wonder Slam next week. Brandon is going to challenge Ryback for the television title. Blackstone Empire versus Generation 2059 to crown the first women's tag champions. NRW have to defend their LAW tag titles against Gates of Danger, the Ascension, and the Syndicate in a Fatal 4-Way TLC match. Ray defends the All 11 Grand title against Chris Jericho. El Himalaya faces DJ Danger. In retaliation for what happened last week, where the team of Corey Blue and Kelly McKay were taken out of the tag team tournament, giving Eliza Blackstone and Casey Styles the bye into the finals. Kelly McKay, who is still medically cleared while her tag partner is not, will be getting a shot at the women's title against Eliza Blackstone. DIY doesn't have history with Roman. That's probably the point of the Moral Compass faction. Okay, anyways. There is also going to be the women's gauntlet for the gold for Winter Wonder Slam. Multiple women enter, elimination rules. Last one standing will get a shot at Eliza Blackstone the following Saturday, or Kelly McKay if she should win. Carnal defends the U.S. title against Raj Desi in a Christmas Chaos Extreme Rules match. And the main event will be Colton Scribner defending the LAW title against Ethan Ace and Chris Danger. So, pretty stacked card going on.
Extra large. Because obviously Western's better than dry. Let's watch. See how the wet side clears while the dry just smears.
Oh, man. Hello, JT. You missed the preview for the Christmas special, but I'll show it again later. Oh my god, can we stop with the chair phone clips? I'm so tired. I'm so tired of the chair phone. I'm so tired of the chair phone commercial. Please, get rid of it. End my suffering.
most 9/11 veterans and their families life-changing programs and services.
I realize I can be successful in a civilian career.
They stayed by orders. Their needs going forward. They were by my side in the hospital, and they're still with me today. Through our programs, community,
Mixed Mars with This Is Our Moment. Brother, you seem to have a lot more confidence in my musical ability than anyone else does, because I am not musically inclined at all when it comes to like combining music.
Like JBL earbuds or cozy slippers or even Barbie dolls. And with express delivery.
I will do website updates tomorrow. I'm not doing any tonight.
instead, all our time and effort goes into making this big lemonade that tastes
So right now, Jake something is in the middle of a in a triple threat tag match on his own because Hammerstone got injured. He's kind of dominating right now.
That is Memphis Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, site of the 25.
Oh man, the Royal Rumble is not too far away. I just want your thoughts on the concept of a mixture. I mean, it could work, possibly. And the Rascals won the triple threat tag match. Technically, the tag match plus Jake something as a third factor.
And there is still one person who won't take knowledge forward to know at the top. That is the OTC, the original rival team will play with this to say.
And are we getting the debut of SSM? I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Hold up, what's happening? Okay, the 23 thing is happening on TNA right now. They just tease it again to do nothing with it. Something Speedball Mountain, Jason. Brother, Speedball Mountain broke up 2 weeks ago. Trent Seven turned heel on him. Oh. Roman and Solo in Tribal Combat on Netflix for the Ulafala. No six-man tag match. Nope, doesn't seem that way. We got Seth and Punk. We got we got Roman Solo. We got Seth and Punk. Who knows what else they're gonna stack in there.
You know what? Maybe. Just maybe. We better not wait. What's his name? Yeah. Get him on the phone.
Oh, there's Mello. Oh yeah, there's a surprise for Carmelo tonight. All right, we're about to find out who Mello's opponent is. Can't wait for it to just be Santos Escobar, but again. Like, why is it just gonna be Santos Escobar, but again? Or Andrade again, actually. It's actually just Andrade again. Oh, I fucking know who it is. Don't get your hopes up for like, oh, it's gonna be a big NXT call. It's gonna be fucking Braun Strowman. It's gonna be fucking Braun Strowman. He's apparently backstage tonight, back from his injury. It's just gonna be Braun. It's just gonna be Braun.
These special deals. Connected with Walter Wicked this holiday in theaters now.
Stats, I got a huge bar. This bottle is going to be cheap. That stuff has way more water. So the fact that the long way, you can save your shirt. Even a little more less nice and small. Five brands. 13 with less. It's got to be tough.
Apparently this week they announced that that Kraven will be the final movie in Sony's attempted Spider-Man universe. Thank God. Yeah, it's just gonna be Braun. So nobody get your hopes up for anything exciting, because you're just gonna hear Braun.
with toxic chemicals.
Oh, Craven's doing worse than Madam Web.
24/7.
Oh my god. Yep, it's finally over, which means that Sony can't keep doing their bullshit of... There's apparently this clause in the Sony and Disney agreement where it's like, if Sony uses a character first, Disney can't. So...
Do you think we could change some category? The savings and service get more with that though.
Nice. I got another double shot, double cream, double frog, double fun, double whip, double hot, double jack, double sweet. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cashback at the end of the first year?
You earn free match.
Gabby,
Unlimited cashback.
Venom is Venom intensifies. Oh, they've already confirmed that that's the last Venom movie.
I know, artificial characters. Fans original.
I should send Penta to NXT because they need main event talent. Penta's doing stuff in Triple A right now, so I don't know. He might just stick around the Indies until Phoenix is cleared. Or Phoenix is out of AEW. Yeah, I could see Penta happening in the Rumble. I think Hendry is happening in the Rumble. Oh, fuck. What song even is this? Grace in the Women's Rumble. Yeah, no. Six 13. Oh, fuck off. Yep, it's Braun. Yep. It's just Braun. Bubba said, man, table budget is going through the roof since I became GM. Yep. Think your idea of Trick debuts on SmackDown was the US title from Shinsuke is great, especially knowing it'll drive Mello nuts. When did I say that? I mean, that sounds like something I'd say. I don't remember when I said that, though. Oh yeah, dude, he killed it in the big truck feud with Bronson. You're right. I feel like Mello's got to go to Raw, right? Because they're about to have Braun Strowman squash Carmelo. Send Melo over to Raw. Have him mix it up in the IC title picture. Jesus, Melo. All right. And that's Melo borderline squashed. Hate to see it. Wouldn't be opposed to Melo beating Braun for the IC title. Yeah. Proud of 2K fans. Okay. What are we proud of them for? What did we settle our differences about this time? I think Cody and Gunther are going to swap shows. Well, yeah, I really do think that I think the world titles are going to swap shows.
I don't care about that. I don't need that. What I'm worried about is gold. I'm going to let breakfast doesn't do anything for me. So I tell you like this. That whole dysfunctional family, I got me love for Roman Reigns. I got me love for Solo. It's not about that whole family going up. The only person that really is worth the damn, I can say is Jey Uso.
Got an LA Knight yeet.
And what that means is now my fist is going to have to get in the way of your face, and my foot's going to get in the way of your big fat ass. And what that means is whether you remember the fact you're Oofalafa or you don't, you will remember.
Oofalafa. Wayne sure to 24 didn't get Sports Game of the Year. I don't think there was ever a chance of that, quite honestly, but, you know. I don't think that was going to be something we had to worry about to begin with, but what do I know? Yeah, can I? Why not? Oh! Come on, WWE. Why am I never featured in any of these streamer react videos that you air. I've toned down how often I say fuck. Oh fuck! I just said it again.
New perspectives. Fun recipe.
I don't think Oofalapa's gonna become a fan chant, if I'm honest with you.
Salted caramel frosting. Rich. Salted. Iconic frosting. Salted caramel twist.
This online release of the Buffalo Wild Sox. You get 20 bonus weeks of prize for $16.99. That's just me. You would have like 2 grand. 4 1 salvation.
I see you as I'm excited for tier 25 feeling meh. I'm kind of just... I feel about the same as I do every year, which is kind of down the middle of like, yeah. I mean, I'm going to buy it because it's quite literally part of my job to play it, but like... Like, I mean, it's either going to be the same game as last year with 1 or 2 new game modes, or they're somehow going to 2K20 it again. They never make it better. Like, things have gotten progress. Like, they improve it maybe, like, it gets, like, 10% better every year. Which, you know, is a vast improvement over where we were, but still. That means now we are 30% better than we were when we got 2K22, but still. I think there's got to be a little bit more to it than, oh, we added 2 new match types. Alright, Solo and LA Nighttime. Oh, yeah. Rosemary's coming out wearing a Jason Voorhees mask over on TNA's side of things. It is Friday the 13th, isn't it? Maybe that's why the students I had to deal with today at work were more nightmarish than normal. Taylor 24 was hyped because of the game return of CM Punk. Gonna bring the hype this year. Well, yeah, they also had special guest ref returning and casket matches and ambulance matches, but yeah, Punk did add some hype to it. Jacob Fatu and Obafemi is in the game. Obafemi, probably. Jacob Fatu, even though he'll have been around for almost a year by that point, they're just going to be like, oh, but, you know, he wasn't around soon enough, so DLC. I mean, if they made half the people they made this year DLC, I consider us lucky that we actually got CM Punk. But like DLC wise this year was people that were actually useful or modern were Jade, Lyra, Dragon Lee. Can I just like combine create a video in the universe mode? Yeah, why? Yeah, sure. I don't see why they shouldn't. But yeah, it was like Carlito, Jade, Lyra, Dragon Lee. Like it was good DLC as in who it added, but like oh, and Kairi Sane, that's what I was forgetting. But and Nia Jax, right? But it's like all of these people should have been in the game from the beginning. Like Dragon Lee had been around for a year by the time the game came out. He should have just been base game. Lyra, I kind of get it because they didn't start pushing her until the end of 2023. Same with Carlito, Jade, Nia, and Kairi. They didn't show up till the end of 2023. But it's like... You know, you look at the 2K24 roster last year, right? It's like the base game roster. There were a lot of new additions to it. Like, they got a new... Like, there were a lot of new additions to the roster for 2K24, like especially in the modern scene. So I'm hopeful we keep that trend up again. Like I look at the roster now, and it's like I feel like JT, I had nothing for you on that one, man. I got nothing for you on that one. Show guys when listen around. My faction needs to get deleted except for the Persona cards, which yeah, I do not care for my faction. It's like, but yeah, like I look at the main roster, right? It's like people who weren't in last year that'll probably be in this year. I feel like Rowan will be base game. I feel like Wyatt 6 will get base game. Like, Wyatt 6 will probably get added base game. I've got some kind of hope on that one. I'm just going main roster on the website right now, on WWE's website right now. Kiana James, probably base game if she's in it at all. AOP, probably base game. They came back at the beginning of 2024, so. My cutoff for when they probably become DLC is, like, November. If we got CM Punk. So, like, Motor City will probably be DLC. I could see Motor City as DLC. Andrade, I think it's in it from the beginning. I don't see them making Andrade DLC. Elektra Lopez, probably base game. Jacob Fatu, I think it's 50-50 on that one. Let's see. Naomi, probably base game. Tamatonga and Tongaloa, again, I think it's 50-50. I could see them making the whole DLC a whole Acknowledge Us DLC pack where it's like Jacob, Tama, Tonga, and then like the Wild Samoans or something as DLC. Over on the NXT side of things, Adriano Rizzo and Luca Crucifino to round out D'Angelo family, I think is very possible. Ariana Grace. That one feels like a coin toss if she's in it or not. Brindley Reese, wouldn't count on. OTM, probably not. Jada Parker, maybe DLC. Carly Bright, don't count on it. Charlie Dempsey, probably base game. I think No Quarter Catch Crew could be base game. Danny Palmer, I don't even know who that is, so probably not at all. Dante Chen probably won't make it into the game. Eddie Thorpe, I could see them doing DLC for him. Idris Inoue and Malik Blade, they are literally the NXT Job Squad, so probably not. Ethan Page, that's going to be DLC. They will make Ethan Page DLC. They will make an all-ego pack where he is the main of the DLC or something. Julia, she's going to be DLC, if anything. Hank and Tank, not a chance. Izzy Dame, not a chance. Metaphor, probably going to be in the game. Jasmine Nix, probably base game. I'm going alphabetical order, Zach. Javon Evans, 50-50. I'm leaning towards probably DLC. Carmen Petrovic, would love her to be base game. Again, 50-50 on DLC. Kendall Gray, not a chance. Lexus King, probably base game. He showed up, what? End of 2023? Yeah. He was in WWE by the end of 2023, so he'll be in 2K25 base game. Lexus King will be base game, and everyone's going to submit calls to LSW, or everyone's going to submit their fan characters or use his sliding throne entrance for themselves, and I'm going to have to change it on everybody. And then I'm going to try and learn to mod so I can remodel the throne to be like Shao Kahn's throne for a special entrance or something. Lola Vice, 50-50 base game. Let's see. Mako, no. Mr. Stone, he might get a manager spot. Maybe not, though. Miles Bourne, I'm 50-50 on if he makes the cut. Charlie Dempsey, I think, will. I don't know about Miles, though. Oba. I feel Oba's going to be base game with how big of a 2024 he had. Let's see. Riley Osborne, I feel like, is 50-50 if they put him in or not. Sean Spears, probably DLC. Sol Ruka should be base game. Stephanie Vaquer, I think she's got a solid shot at being DLC. Stevie Turner, probably not, because she's not really wrestling anymore. Tatum Paxley, she feels like base game. Tavion Heights, similar with Miles Bourne. Let's see. Tyreek Igwe and Tyson DuPont, no, not happening. Ren Sinclair, probably not. And then Zarya. Zarya, probably not a chance. I think there's a solid chance we get... I think, depending on how the WWE TNA relationship is, I think there is a small, minuscule chance we get a TNA pack or an NXT TNA pack that has Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry, and the Rascals in it with, like, retro AJ Styles or something. So there you go. That's my honest opinions on where I think everyone's status that wasn't in 2K24 is for 2K25. Name favorites when the closing. I don't really watch AEW, Xavier. I'm gonna be honest with you. I halfway know what's going on with it. No. Oh no. TNA, you didn't. Jordan Grace is being attacked by someone in a mask. TNA, you didn't. TNA, no. For those that don't know, I'm watching both TNA and SmackDown at the same time. Yep. It sure is Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, I'm with Zach when it comes to Continental Classic. It's either Okada or Ospreay. That's probably gonna be the finals. What is this? So Jordan versus Rosemary ended in a no contest? I guess it ended in a no contest. TNA got a TNA. LOL TNA at its finest, folks. First it was Matt Riddle, now it's Tessa Blanchard. It looks like Solo's about to beat LA Knight. Oh, man. Oh, God. Jacob, what are you doing? And it ends in a DQ. Yep, LOL TNA will seemingly never die. Yep, Jacob is tweaking over here. Just had Solo and clean, but hey, whatever. Yeah, pretty much. Andrade and Apollo Crews. Quite the bloody cavalry here. Right, we really got rid of Scott D'Amore for this. Yep. Apollo sure did get screen time. Just to get laid out immediately. Jacob doing the Undertaker exit of the ring there. Andrade to Raw, please. Yeah. Yeah, Andrade away from the bloodline, specifically. There's Braun again. Oh, we're still doing Pretty Deadly the musical, huh? I think you can guess who just came out to the ring in TNA. Oh boy, Braun's going to be on the Grayson Waller effect next week. I will not be doing a watch along next week at all. No watch alongs. After tonight, I will, or no, after Monday, I will not be doing any watch alongs until Friday, December 27th. So it's a four-way match going on in TNA right now. Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, Steve Macklin, Josh Alexander. Winner is going to challenge for the belt at Genesis. It's one of those head versus heart things here. I went with my heart on this one. My head said Mike Santana. My heart said Joe Hendry. Here with Macklin. Yeah, it's one of those where it did kind of feel like everyone's a possibility there. It's one of those rare cases where it actually did feel like everyone had a chance. Except Josh Alexander. Weirdly enough, I don't think Josh Alexander stands a chance just because of his contract coming up. Oh, just because I'm seeing the commercial for Moana 2, one of the most unnecessary sequels of all time. So I talked about how I saw Red 1 yesterday. Oh, toxic masculinity to Dwayne is on the full display in that movie. He's got to be the most macho guy at all times. And, like, you can tell in every scene where he's in a fight of some kind in Red 1, you can tell that he had his people be like, all right, this person, they cannot get more offense on me than I get on them. Like, you don't see the first, like, you see Dwayne have like 4 fight scenes before anyone lands a punch on him. So Diva Dwayne is on full display in Red 1, just so you all know. It's still a funny movie, despite him. Chris Evans is what carries that movie, because Chris Evans is just a great actor. Let's see, Josh. Like, where would you like him most? For NXT because they have more main eventers. I mean, I feel like he starts in NXT and then they'll probably put him with Ethan Page and they'll do stuff there and then they'll go up to main roster.
Has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on once. Plus, the 360-degree swing lab cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilets. Buy bucket, Swiffer power.
Diva Maya Via. Xander's new beef is Dwayne. I've had beef with Dwayne for like 2 years, man. I've always had beef with Dwayne. I've never particularly cared for him.
Oh yeah, the avocados are pan mashed, the chips are pan tossed, and everything is made better.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. Chipotle with fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Although, big shout out to Ray, by the way. We hung out yesterday. Did Ray and I. Didn't record. It was great. It was actually really nice just getting to hang out as Ray and Xander and not worry about making YouTube content. Granted, I was modding some stuff into his game for him, but like that was the most work we did. It was just a good afternoon. And shout out to Ray because Ray actually got me lunch yesterday. So Omos sighting. Oh, guys, there was an Omos sighting. Cross is trying to recruit Paige, and my name is Mizzo. I don't think so, Zach. I think you're taking a social media post way too seriously. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Glowing in the final boss versus the King of the Universe at some point. I don't know if I could convince Ray to let me do that, honestly. Just with how prominent Dwayne is right now. Yo, what the hell? I can't show you this because I'd be doxing myself if I did. Oh my god, I'm really glad that DoorDash was doing a special tonight. I'm catching up with Universe Mode. I wanted to ask you and Ray still do Ring of Honor New Japan. No, those both wrapped up pretty recently. We kind of moved over to doing the Indies, which is LAW, which is Los Angeles Wrestling, Lone Star American Pro Wrestling, which takes place in Texas, Maple Leaf Pro, which takes place in Canada, and we got more indies coming. The indies are just a little more. The indies are just a little bit more, or a little bit more free to do, a little bit more simple because we can. There's a lot less restrictions on them. But anyway, so my little ramble here. DoorDash was doing a thing tonight from 5:30 to 6:30, where every delivery you did, they would give you an additional $3 on top of what you were making with it. Shout out to DoorDash for doing that, because I definitely would not have done the delivery I did at the end of the day if it wasn't for that, because it was a 13-mile drive, but it was back towards my house at least. A 13-mile drive for $9.50. I was like, all right, that's a little under my usual dollar per mile kind of not ratio. Or yeah, ratio that I try and keep with, but I'll go with it. Yeah, I just double checked the info on that one. Those people that I drove the 13 miles for, that entire $9.50 was paid by DoorDash because they didn't leave a singular tip. They didn't leave a tip at all. It's like, you gotta be fucked up if you're not gonna leave a tip, and I'm gonna drive 30 minutes to bring you a burger. Yeah, Brandon. But yeah, so that is the main reason why I don't like to deliver with DoorDash all the time. I prefer using Roadie, which is the bigger, yeah. Whereas I also had to deliver a stack of pizzas earlier. Only had to drive like 4 miles to do it. Woman tipped me $11. That's the duality of the people I deliver for. Like, that is the only thing I can even think to say there, is it's like that is just the duality of the people that I deliver for. Is there are either people who will make you drive a long ass way and not tip you at all, or there are people that will pay you a lot to not drive very far. Like, if I didn't have the delivery drive, I wouldn't, but I gotta pay the bills somehow, so. Fatal 4-Way is cooking over on TNA's side of things. Obviously, you guys are welcome to keep the questions coming, because I am kind of half asleep over here. Like, I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to keep the... I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to keep the watch-along going after SmackDown goes. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to finish up watching Resolution tonight because, like, one, I'm exhausted. Two, the match I'm at all concerned about, which is the Fatal 4-Way, is on right now. So I will have seen what I need to see. What was my favorite pay-per-view match to record for Super Showdown Under? Probably the main event, Rhea and Tiffany. Awesome chicken nuggets. Fine. I don't really eat them too often, but they're fine. Oh, Hendry and Santana going at it. I originally had Mike Santana, and then I changed my prediction to Hendry this morning, so don't let me down, Joe. Oh my god, how many fucking exclusive looks do I have to get to Disney's Mufasa the Lion King? I'm not gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see the silly blue hedgehog. And I'm gonna see the silly blue hedgehog fight the serious black and red hedgehog. Who would I move from Raw to SmackDown? Let's see. Gunther, but on his own. Leave Ludwig on Raw. I'm going to say Gunther, leave Ludwig on Raw. I'm going to say Pete Dunne on his own. I'm going to say... Braun Strowman's already moved. Maybe Wyatt 6. Maybe Sammy because of the Kevin Owens stuff, where Kevin was like, yep, we'll address that one later. What match am I most excited about for Saturday night's main event? Well, what do I like? I can skip that. Let me look at the card. Probably most excited about the women's U.S. title, and there's really none where I'm like, I can do without it. I'm actually pretty happy with the 5 matches we've got. Marvel or DC. Depends on the day. Some days I like Marvel more. Some days I'm in more of a DC mood. Lately I've been in more of a DC mood, but that's in terms of comics. Movies, Marvel is better. Video games, DC is better for the most part. Although I do really enjoy the Spider-Man games. Comic books, I think I enjoy reading DC comics more than I do Marvel comics. Multiverse villain team. Green Goblin specifically. Green Goblin. First and foremost. Bane is the enforcer of the group. I'm gonna try it. Green Goblin / Norman Osborn is the leader. Joe Hendry doing his look bomb. Cannonball dive to the outside. Fantastic. Love it. Here for it. But yeah, Green Goblin and Bane immediately. Those are 2 of my favorite villains. Oh! Powerbomb in the corner from Bailey was rough. Oh, Hendry and Macklin now. But let's see. Invincible season 3. I have not watched season 1 or 2 yet. I need to though. I might be a little exclusive thing for you guys here. I might be turning Sanctuary. I renamed Xander Live back to Sanctuary recently. It's been renamed back to Sanctuary, which is what it was at the beginning of this year. Because I'm just gonna do live streams on Xander LS11 at this point. Oh, Chelsea with the Rough Rider. But anyway. Oh no, I think Macklin's no longer a factor in the match. Josh is zip tying him to the guardrail. He's attempting to, at least. The zip ties are not working with him here. Or no, it's Mike Santana he's trying to zip tie, so looks like I might have been in the right by not. For fuck's sake, it is taking him way too long to get these zip ties on. There you go, Josh. But anyway, um, but yeah, so I'm gonna take it one at a time here. Invincible, haven't watched it yet. I need to. I've renamed Sanctuary, or I've renamed Xander Live back to Sanctuary. And so I might start using it to, oh my god. Chelsea's going. Yes! Yes! Hendry wins! Chelsea and Hendry winning within 3 seconds of one another. Energy is revitalized. Hendry might win the TNA title fucking finally. But anyway, I might start using Sanctuary to start watching stuff that I have been meaning to watch forever, like Invincible, like plenty of other stuff as well. That's just what's immediately on my mind. Okay. Other than Bane and Goblin, let me get back to that. Right. So Bane and the Green Goblin, my two favorites, my two favorite villains right there. Norman Osborn is the leader of the group. I was gonna say Emperor Palpatine as the leader, but I'm gonna try. So my Guardians of the Multiverse were Shadow, Power Girl, Captain Falcon. I'm just running through this one real quick because I'm gonna try and do counter for counter here. Obi-Wan Kenobi and let's see, Captain Falcon, Shadow the Hedgehog, Power Girl, and I had one other, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then my fifth on the Guardians of the Multiverse was it was a Marvel character, but it wasn't Spider-Man. Was it Wolverine? Did I just go with? Did I go basic and go Wolverine? I might have. It might have been Wolverine. Billy Butcher. Thank you. Temp v Billy Butcher. But anyway, so villain-wise, I'm gonna say from Marvel, Green Goblin. From DC, Bane. From Star Wars, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and I might get some flack for this being one of my favorite Star Wars characters. Count Dooku. Count Dooku is one of my favorite Star Wars characters because he's got this elegance to him while also just being a dick. Like, I just really like Count Dooku a lot. I always have. General Grievous is a very close second on that one, though, if I was going Star Wars. So, Goblin, Dooku, Bane. Let's see. I'd say Homelander, but he doesn't exactly play well with others. I mean, how can I do villains of the multiverse without Sephiroth? And then Goro from Mortal Kombat. And number 6, I'm not going to go Dr. Eggman. Because I'm trying to think of it, it's got to be people who are going to work well under Norman Osborn. Sephiroth might not work well under him. Sephiroth doesn't take orders very well either. So, let's see. Like I said, Homelander doesn't play well with others. Sephiroth doesn't really play well with others either. Count Dooku feels like he would respect Norman Osborn's intellect, and that's why they would work well together. Let's see. So we got a Marvel, we got a DC, we got a Star Wars. I'm looking over at my shelf right now because I have like figures and stuff of a lot of my favorite characters just in general. Let's see. We got Mortal Kombat with Goro. I'll get to your thing about war games in a second, Zach, I promise. I think Norman can actually manipulate Homelanders. I think he's the one calling the shots. That's not a bad shout, JT. Let's see.
Holiday shop. 'Tis the season for 4 fa la la fat delicious holiday sets. All headed to your town. Shop now at the native holiday shop.
If you need aggressive scents like
Campfire leather much overload.
you'll love Down and Light, when you add it to your wash, it gives everything that gentle, nature-inspired scent of ocean mist. Down and Light breathes life into your laundry.
Because I do agree to an extent on that one, JT. And Zach, that is a good question with the war games thing. I will get to it, I promise. Like, JT, you've stumped me a little bit with this one. Because, like, I agree that Norman could gaslight Homelander, possibly. Oh, man. Like I said, I'm looking over at my shelf. I'm like, Eggman wouldn't do well taking orders. Bowser probably wouldn't do well taking orders. Let's see. Possibly Ridley from Metroid. True, I might run with Homelander because of that idea, actually, JT. You're right, he did with the Dark Avengers. So, you know, you might be onto something. Homelander might be back in. Let's see. Like I said, I'm literally looking at my, like, stop-motion figures Amazon wish list, which I need to open up a P.O. box or something and set it up where you guys could potentially send, like, these things to me, but I don't know if it'd be worth it in the end. Okay, so from Sonic, instead of going with Eggman, because Eggman doesn't play well with others, instead of going with Shadow, because Shadow's a good guy, I'm going to say Metal Sonic under the pretense that Norman Osborn has reprogrammed him to be loyal.
Was out there trying her best. I was hoping to next week, you and I have a tag team title match against
Emerald's good too. Emerald's good too. Poor Tiffany. Tiffany is actually really good at, like, sympathetic facial expressions. Oh, and Tiffany looking at that briefcase like maybe next week's the week. Next week is pre-taped, so I wouldn't count on it. She's actually really good at looking sympathetic. I wasn't prepared for that. Double check something here. Hey guys, let me double check that I'm not gonna accidentally dox myself here. So, let's see. Yeah, let me just open this. Here's what I'll do. I'll just open this in the incognito tab so it doesn't show my, my location. There, I'll just set it to have a different location. Look, I'm 99% joking, but like I know some of you are insane. Oh yeah, Black Suit Cody. Look, I'm 99% joking, but like someone donate $75 so that I can to buy me this Homelander figure as a Christmas present. But like do it using the PayPal or do it using the Streamlabs link down below, because if you do it in a super chat, I won't get the money until next month. So someone donate like through Streamlabs right now so I can buy this Homelander. I'm kidding. You don't have to. Like genuinely, you don't have to. It's 100% a joke. Whenever I'm like, someone buy me this, it's 100% a joke. I intend to save up the money myself to buy that kind of stuff. Oh my god, guys, a Sonic 3 trailer. Be sure on Friday, 1 week from today, December 20th, 2024, to go see Sonic 3 in theaters exclusively, where you can see Sonic the Hedgehog battle his new toughest foe, Shadow, who is faster than Sonic and stronger than Knuckles and possibly even smarter than Tails. He's their greatest foe yet, voiced by A-list actor Keanu Reeves. This is Sonic's tallest task yet. How will he survive against two Robotniks and his new greatest foe in Shadow? Find out on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 next week. Did Santino just carry Alicia Edwards away? I was watching something and apparently Joe Andrews doing something for Booker T's special. I saw that. Santino just like fucking threw Alicia Edwards over his shoulders and walked away. My god. But yeah, Mediacom Mass Effect or MFX has a Homelander and a Billy Butcher figure each for $75 and $80. And I am going to be working to save up for those because I want these bad boys on my shelf. Not really concerned about the Noir figure. Might get it, might not. We'll see. But Homelander and Billy, for sure, I gotta get for the shelf. I need to change that alert.
You better fucking buy my toy, Xander, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh my god! Thank you! I was 100% joking. I was 100% joking. Like, I was 100% joking. I've got it added to my cart. Let me go get the money transferred. See, this is where I would then make the joke of like, someone want to donate another 75 and I'll get Billy Butcher too. But like, I'm not gonna push my luck because genuinely, I have a feeling I know who Homelander was. I have a feeling I know who the Homelander was. And thank you very much, JT. That was way too generous of you, and I genuinely do appreciate it so much. I'm gonna get the money transferring now. And I will place the order in just a moment. Alright, I'll get that order placed in a second. Oh my goodness, I was genuinely not prepared for that. But yeah, I mean, now I can't back out. Now I actually have to buy it. But genuinely, JT, that was you're too kind, man. You really are. I cannot thank you enough for that. That's like your third time doing a donation like that as well. You are too good to me, man. Like, I know I give you a lot of crap and you give me a lot of crap. It's a good I like the back and forth a lot. I actually really do. So thank you. Yeah, I'll order that in a minute. You know, just in case anyone wants to like throw another 75 my way to get the Butcher figure too. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. I'm kidding. Oh, for fuck's sake, JT.
Oi ya fucking bloke. The fuck are you buyin' Homelander's toy for if y'all ain't even bought mine first ya bugger. Look you Xander, buy my toy.
Oh my god, JT. Dude. Are you trying to make me cry on stream? Because it's kind of working. Dude. You're too fucking good to me. My email sends me, or PayPal sends me an email saying the actual name of who sent the money. So, dude, thank you so much. Like, I'm genuinely going to place this order now, and then I'm gonna have to explain it to Alex that someone actually paid for this. Oh my god, I'm actually tearing up a little bit. Dude, I really do have to change that alert. We'll do that tonight. JT, since you donated a fucking generous amount that I cannot process how anyone would send fucking me of all people this. Like, I do not feel like I deserve that, but thank you for real. You wanna choose what the new donation alert's gonna be? All right. Order's been placed. See if I can figure out the best way to show you guys that the order's been placed without showing, like, you know, my address. And it'll be here Sunday, so I'll... Alright, let me see. do this where I can try not to show you guys everything else I've ordered for Christmas for people. That nearly just showed my address. All right, there you go. As best as I can show it, you can see. Hold on, let me turn the brightness down, maybe. There you go. Arriving Sunday, Homelander and Butcher. Oh my god. Let's change this alert before I forget. Before I make anyone go fucking deaf. Let's see. Oh, Cody's gonna go find Kev. And the fight is on. Alright, let's see here. I gotta go to the alerts. Jesus Christ, that's so loud. It's so loud. Ted DiBiase Jr.'s theme, just money, 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 money. I feel like I run into some issues with that one, copyright-wise. I can also bump the volume down of the Adam Cole baby. So what if I do this? If I just bump it down to 15%, and then I do a test. Alright, this is going to be a test. This one's not real. Volume warning. That is not as bad.
This is a test donation for $95.
Alright, let me try it one more time. Because I just bumped it down a little more. There we go. There we go.
This is a test donation for $44.
Sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I just... Sorry, what? Stardust was more interesting. Hold up. Pierre. Dude. Thank you. Like, again, you guys are too good to me. In all seriousness, like in all reality, I'll admit this. I will, hands up, admit this. I put Homelander and Butcher on my credit card and I'll pay them off next week when I get my paycheck. You guys just paid most of my rent for the month. Like, I was kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to pay rent. I'm gonna, like, the money is going to go to, like, the money JT gave me is going to go to Homelander and Butcher. I put it on my card because that money's got to process for a couple days, so I am going to pay it when the money clears. But, oh my god. Like, you guys just made it possible for me to pay my rent this month. Like, I do not want to break down crying on stream over here, but you fuckers are gonna force my hand. So, thank you guys so much. Like, I legitimately cannot do what I do without you guys, and I am the luckiest motherfucker alive to have guys like you that watch me and just watch the nonsense I do. Like, I don't understand how anyone finds me interesting at all. I find myself rather boring. Ray makes the jokes that I flounder without people here to do streams with me. Like, Ray makes the joke that I flounder on stream without him or Alex talking to me. but I sometimes kind of feel like he's right. I don't feel like I'm the most interesting guy. You guys are too good to me, and I cannot think. Like I never. You guys know I never go. Oh, you guys gotta. I am never like you have to pay me to be a real fan. I'm never like that. I've never been that way. I try to incentivize and give you guys like something worth your fucking money. I put out content for $2 a month. It's like little bonus matches, and I'm like, this feels like it's worth $2. That's how I feel with the World Cup. I'm like, the World Cup's worth $2, I think. Main event's worth $2 sometimes. I'm trying to do more stuff with the membership. Same with the Patreon as well. I'm like, I switched a lot of stuff over to Patreon. I'm like, I try and make it worth the money, and then you guys go and do stuff like that. It's just like I do not deserve the very generous fans that I have, and it's like I don't expect money for what I consider not much work, which is making my videos. Like, it's on YouTube to pay me, not on you guys. And when you guys do stuff like this, it reminds me that I am very lucky to have had the 5 years of doing LS11 Universe and 13 years in general of doing YouTube that I've done. So, thank you. The eyes are not completely dry. I'll tell you that much. You can't tell it very well, but the eyes are not entirely dry. And wow. Just, yeah. Wow. All right. Well, it is now Hardy's versus the System up next. Let's see. Story Universe got me through a hard time. It does. It does. Like, I'm never gonna go, oh, your story doesn't mean anything because you didn't pay me. Like, that's not how I am. You guys have been around. You guys know that I'm never gonna put a monetary value on how much you enjoy the channel. I'm never gonna be like, oh, you enjoy the channel? Well, you're not a real fan unless you donate $100. Like, no, it's like no, I'm never gonna be that way, obviously. It's like, I've had like people like Zach telling me that my channel gets them through a hard time. I had someone that was like bedridden for months that started the universe mode from the very beginning, and it helped them get through months of being bedridden. And like stuff like that is so just flattering to think about, because it's like, I got you through that. Because like, I don't know that I could get me through that. So it's very flattering when I hear that kind of stuff from people, and it's very humbling to be reminded. It's just, it's humbling to remember that like I actually am worth a day. My content, my hours that I put into this stuff is actually worth a damn to someone. Because there are days where I'm doing Universe and I'm like, God, do people really care about this? And then I remember, like, yeah, look at Raw this week. 341 people care about that. NXT this week, 268 people cared about that. Like, look at the very first episode of 2K22. 19,000 people care about that. Like, I'm a very lucky man, is what I'm saying. And I have a very patient wife, thank God. Like, I look at what I'm doing this week with LS11 Universe, where I'm bending over backwards. Um, I'm bending over backwards to get all this content done for everybody. And it's just kind of reaffirming to hear people say stuff or to have people do stuff that kind of reaffirms that, yeah, these hours that I'm going to be pouring into this shit, it's not shit. It means something to someone. And that is the biggest compliment that a creator can ever have. Oh my god, I only just noticed what Kevin Owens' shirt had on it. How did I only just notice the Stardust shirt? Love the content, but we care about the good man behind the... Well, thank you. I try. I very much try to be a good person with my content as well. Like, it's why I treat certain things that happen in wrestling, like Matt Riddle, so seriously. Because I want, my series to be welcoming to people that are, that don't want to see people like that. And it's why I try to, support. Well, that was a cool Twist of Fate combo. That's why I try and support other creators as best as I can, even though I don't really have time all the time. It's why I support so many Patreons for I support the Patreons of so many modders when I can. Of course, there are months where I can't. Right now, the only Patreons I back are Mr. Humphrey, Pro Wrestling Mods, and fucking A. My ring just fell off and into a trash can. Nobody tell Alex. No, genuinely, nobody tell Alex that I just had to dig my ring out of a trash can. Because, yeah, from when I kind of had to use the lotion earlier because my hands were dry. My finger is so slippery now that this happened that my ring just goes on, off, on, off. I'm thinking the World Cup bracket finals are Buddy versus Malachi, Malachi Frazier or Oba, versus Oh wait, no, Buddy versus Malachi, Frazier or Oba versus Axiom. Bold take on this one. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Randy, and Seth versus Danielson. Interesting. If I have time, I'll admit it, if I have time tomorrow, which, bold claim for me to assume I'm going to have time this week for anything. If I have time tomorrow, members and Patreons are going to get the entire round 3 tomorrow instead of just half of it this week, half of it next week. Like, I might do all 8 matches, because, like, the World Cup at this point, it's, let's see. Like, this week, members and Patreons might get Buddy versus Hendry, Malachi versus Finn, Frazier versus Oba, Axiom versus Mystico, Omega versus Sabre, Orton versus Uemura, Rollins versus Mox, and Vinci versus Danielson, all in one big, 3-hour video. I'm sure we know who I think is one of the finals. Oh, I'm sure you think Rollins is going all the way to the finals. Frazier versus Oba is the one I'm struggling with the most because Nathan could weasel his way out of another situation. I think the chances of Nathan rely heavily on how alive he remains after tomorrow. Maybe the finals bowl predictions of Nathan Rollins. I've had Heyman cost Kenny as payback for Dynamite. That would be the second year in a row Kenny has been cost the World Cup by former friends. He was said about the same day of the World Cup. So, guys, I've gotten you a little reward, a little thank you for your generosity. Oh, through a table goes Matt. And my little thank you for your generosity is a generous cameo. That was your cue. A generous cameo.
I'm not gonna enter on this generous cameo and like,
Hi.
you know, I'm gonna wait to whenever I knock. I'm gonna wait like for the invite.
All right.
Okay.
So if you want to sit down, the couch is clear for once. Because I gotta tell you this because you might want to sit down for this.
Okay.
So, 30 minutes ago, maybe, I get an Amazon shipping update about something. And so I open up Amazon real quick. We're talking about various stuff. And JT raises the question of if I could pick a group of 6 villains to be the villains of the multiverse, because he had me pick my Guardians of the Multiverse the other day. I always set the...
Hello chat. I see you greeting me. Hello.
Yeah. But, because I set the rule for myself, I had to be one person from every person on the team had to be from a different universe. We got into a debate about if Homelander would play well with a team of multiversal villains. And then I quickly checked something out of curiosity because I had a Homelander figure in my stop motion figure list for months. And it was marked down from its normal 150 to 75.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the joke. Hey, someone donate $75 through the Streamlabs link instead of Super Chat, because I'd get Streamlabs on Monday, I'd get Super Chat next month, so I can buy this Homelander figure.
Okay.
30 seconds later, 30 fucking seconds later, let me get logged back into StreamYard because I gotta do this justice.
Okay.
30 seconds later on StreamYard, Homelander donated $75. You better buy my fucking toy, Xander, you fucking piece of shit. I then get the email notification that was JT. And I'm like, JT, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, all right, I will order it by the end of stream. Because I gotta wait for the money to clear.
Yeah.
I then see also purchased with this, and it's a Billy Butcher from the same company, also $75, and I go, I'll also wait to buy it just in case someone, donates $75 for me to get Billy Butcher. 5 minutes later, Billy Butcher tips $75. Oh, you fucking bloke. The fuck you buying Homelander's toy for if you ain't even bought mine first, you bugger? Look, you Xander, buy my toy.
Mm-hmm.
Again, also from JT. And then we're all talking about how, alright, I gotta turn down the volume of this alert because it was peaking my speakers on the low setting they're on. And I'm like, alright, cool. I click a test thing. It does a test donation. Obviously not real money.
Yeah.
3 seconds after I have set the volume lower, Pierre donates $100. Guys, what the fuck?
I mean, $100,
So
$100.
Exactly. So I just needed you to come up here, and that way, when a package with 2 $75 toys shows up on Sunday, you know that I didn't technically pay for it.
Okay.
And also, I told chat that they were getting rewarded with an Alex cameo for how nice they made to me tonight, because they made me cry a little bit.
Yeah. So for
A combined $150.
$240.
No, you're right. Yeah, 250.
Yeah.
75, 100.
Yeah.
That's 250. You're right.
I know how to add in 75s from when I did swim team as a kid.
Fair. Zach, I will get to your question in a second, I promise. It was a Marvel versus DC thing, like a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Pierre, I'm not telling you not to donate money. I'm just saying you guys don't have to donate money.
You guys totally should.
Like, what the fuck?
We love you, Chad.
Thank
We
you.
love you.
Jesus H. Christ, JT.
Maybe take me out to a nice dinner with that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think I can take tomorrow off of DoorDash and focus on making content.
Yeah. I mean, maybe at least, if there's like a busy moment, just take at least like an hour on DoorDash.
Dude!
We love you, chat. We love you so much.
Yeah!
You guys, these two. what's the other, like, there's this,
It's just-
there's, like, that. It's like, what other ways are there to do heart hands, guys? I don't know. I don't know
I
all
know
the
that
other ways
one.
Gen Alpha does. Like, I
I
know,
know that one.
because I know this is specifically, like, K-pop. I know this is, like, our group of Z. There's, like, this as well. I can't quite get this one. There we go, that's kind of got it. Like, this one just feels weird. It's gotta be that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I know you're in the
We
middle.
love you, chat.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I know you're in the middle of a game, so I'm
Not
gonna do.
yet.
Well, I
Still
know you're
got,
about to
like-
be. You're
Still got,
dismissed,
like,
but the
15
fans have earned this.
minutes. Yeah. That wasn't even a good one.
There we go. The fans have earned that one.
Don't press to the point our teeth are touching.
Fair. Whew, JT, man, that was
Well, it's
thank you. Jeez, like that's
Yeah.
my car payment right there.
yeah. Oh, you're not. It's not just a big donation this year. You're helping to fund the content that you love.
That's true, yeah. Yep, crap top for the kiss. There you go. Gave people what they've been waiting for. Because you and I have never kissed on camera until then.
No,
Or not
we did
on
one other time.
a live stream? I'm trying to
Pretty
think.
sure.
Maybe. We got the
I think
kiss,
like-
boys.
Last time I was up here or something.
Maybe.
I braided your hair last time.
Yep, I remember that because we got $20 for it.
Yeah.
Yay, who doesn't love lonely people?
Love is love and love wins.
Is she right? You know, she do be right. But yeah, so when two $75 toys show up on Sunday, you know what happened now.
Yeah.
You know that your husband
So
didn't.
that takes it from $250 to $450.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah. So
That's also like rent.
yeah, that's what I was telling them. I was like,
That's
I mean,
just
I was
about
I was
rent.
transparent about it, right?
Yeah.
This money's not going to process till Monday,
Yeah.
so I put it on my Amazon card for now, and I'll pay it off Monday.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that makes sense there.
love the content. All right, where's he go? He's going somewhere very flattering with this, I will admit, because he did this to me earlier too. It's very flattering, and like it's part of what made me cry a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, he's taken, so
That's true.
I've
My-
I've got him on lock. I
my-
bought this for him.
My ring may have fallen off a few minutes ago and into the trash can, but shit, chat. I told her I wasn't gonna tell her that. So I was doing my thing where I just fidget spin it,
Mm,
but I had to use some of my hand cream because my hands were like bad dry,
yeah.
and so my finger was like a slip and slide, and so it just went.
Yeah, don't fiddle with rings on your finger when you've got lotion there.
I didn't mean to. It was
I
an.
paid,
It was
I
an.
paid damn good money for that.
I
ring.
know, and I'm having to pay you back. Oh, no, I'm paying you for yours.
Yeah, you're paying me back for mine.
She makes more money than me.
Currently.
For now.
Also because I don't currently have a car payment.
That's a big part of it.
Or I'm currently on my parents for car insurance still.
Yeah.
And health insurance.
Speaking of your parents, should I give people the big reveal about something to do with the Christmas special?
I mean, you might as well. At this point, you've teased it.
Guys, I cannot believe this is the case. Alex's parents are cameoing in the Xander's very not so merry Christmas special.
Yeah, my mom just like messaged him on Instagram like from his story post about it.
Yeah,
just
'cause-
being like, "Hey, like, what do you need?"
Yeah, because I put out a post on my personal Instagram this morning, like on my story. I was just like, unrelated missile picture, but now that I've got your attention, and it
Yeah.
was like,
Like during my mom's like evening Instagram scrolls that she does. So, because every evening she spends at least a little time on Instagram now.
yeah, and she saw where I was like, if you're interested in having a voice cameo in my Christmas special, just send me a DM. Then my mother-in-law, an absolute angel of a human being, just sends me a message being like, I'd be happy to help.
Yeah,
And she's like, and I'll wrote Alex's dad into it too.
I've got good folks.
Pierre says, wait, you're serious? That's actually real. Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
cameos. So everyone is going to be just voice cameos that's in it. me and the clones are the only people you'll see on camera the entire thing. Someone else might have a voice cameo in it as well.
I thought that was supposed to be a surprise.
I can't confirm or deny.
Oh wait, you were gesturing for. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't confirm or deny anything, but Alex's parents have offered their services to be voice cameos.
Yeah. Well, my mom has offered their service.
Yeah, so
Because my dad himself technically didn't offer anything, but my mom offered him.
well, that table fucked up. That table wasn't supposed to break. Is it Ray? It might be Ray, it might not. We may have filmed his voice cameo yesterday, or he might not. It might be the first time in a while that my work wife is not in any content that I've done.
You mean work wife?
Ray's my work wife.
Oh, right.
You're my actual wife. Ray is my work wife.
I was just sitting here like, what other woman?
No, Ray's the other woman.
No. Woman.
More than a woman. You weren't prepared for that one. You weren't prepared for me to do a Bee Gees quote, were you?
No.
Oh boy, who are your guardians of the multiverse, Alex, is the question. The premise of this one is just 6 heroic characters from any universe. And you can double up, I don't care. If you want to do 2 Marvel, 2 DC, anything like that, that's fine.
Like,
Just anyone. Mine were Billy Butcher, Captain Falcon, Shadow, Power Girl, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Of course you picked Power Girl.
Shut up. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Wolverine.
I'm not surprised at all that you picked Power Girl.
I mean, I don't know. It's not like I have 7 graphic novels over there.
Yeah. I would say if I had to, it's 6, was it?
Yeah, I did 6.
Okay. Batman.
Okay.
If I had to pick a specific Batman, I would probably pick Pattinson.
Yep.
Just because that's like the only Batman movie that I've still seen. So Pattinson, Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Once again, if I had to go specific, Brie Larson.
Yep.
I like her. I like her in the role.
Yep.
Like it's Marvel and DC. I'm trying to think of other franchises that I know that other people know. Yeah, screw it. I'll put Link. Link on
Link's
there.
a great shout.
Specifically, Breath of the Wild, or no, Tears of the Kingdom Link.
Okay.
I want that boy at his most feral.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be Wolf Link at that point if he's feral?
No.
Because he's a wolf.
It's a house pet.
Anyways.
That's Minda's house pet.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild Link, like Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom Link is feral. So that gets me 3.
So you're not just a floating body there.
Whatever. That's how chat normally sees me, is just like neck down. I'm just a shirt and legs to chat. Let's see, so that's 3.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll just stick Kirby in there.
Yeah, Kirby's a world destroyer.
That is an eldritch god. That is an eldritch god.
JT says, "Don't do people we know."
Okay, don't do people you know. Fuck it, Rysand. I'll start throwing out book characters at you then. Rysand. I'll chuck him in there. And let's see. Part of the problem is grad school was kicking my ass this year, so I didn't really engage in a lot of media this year.
Put a Genshin character in there.
I haven't played Genshin often enough.
Put a Star Rail character in there. You play that a lot.
Yeah. Mostly because that one's easy to play in the background.
Fair.
Because Honkai Star Rail has auto battle.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it makes it so easy to farm stuff because it's turn-based anyway, so it's not like Genshin where it's like the live combat.
Yeah.
I need one more. See where they're from, though.
Yeah, where was your book character from? Because I didn't even know that
Uh,
one. Oh my god, I think I know
What?
it now. Just
What?
say it. Just say where he's from. Just say where he's from.
Akatar.
Yep, that's what I thought.
He's the High Lord of the Night Court.
Very porn.
It is not fairy porn.
It's very smut.
Those scenes are few and far between. I'm an adult. I can read stuff with romance scenes.
I know.
And he's a good character anyways.
Anyways,
Better than Tampon. I still need one more.
I think you should do. I think you should do what I didn't do because I was a coward and pick a My Little Pony character.
And why should I pick a My Little Pony character?
Because My Little Pony characters are powerful as shit.
By logic, so is any other cartoon character. I already have Kirby on there. I already have
That's
a
fair.
literal eldritch god.
But you don't want Pinkie Pie, the other pink menace.
She's not eldritch god enough.
Fair, fair.
That and any one of the main 6 on their own is not as powerful.
That's fair.
They
Yeah.
kind of have to. I would kind of have to pick all 6.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because none of their power-ups work when they're not together.
Yeah.
Like, if it was the Elements main 6, you need all 6 of them together. None of them can be, like, impaired. Rainbow power-up, you still need all 6 of them.
It's true. SpongeBob is damn near God tier. You're right. Death Battle proves that.
Oh, fuck it. She-Ra.
There you go. She-Ra, the Princess of Power.
Specifically from the recent reboot.
There you go.
Not the 80s She-Ra, but the new She-Ra.
Yeah.
The lesbian.
There you go.
No.
There you go. There's Alex's Guardians of the Multiverse.
No. So yeah. So there we go.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's been a
Yeah, there we go. There's 6 characters for me.
There you go. I'm sure that people appreciate it. Yeah, if you need to go, because I know you have a game.
I'm just checking to see if anyone's...
Yeah.
I'm just checking for...
I was going to say, don't let us hold you up if you've got anything to do. Genuinely.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I've
that-
got my Call of Cthulhu
yeah.
game in a bit.
And that is not me
So-
trying to kick you out. That is
Yeah,
not
no,
what that
I
is.
get that. Laura's got to face the demons in the IKEA. Because my Call of Cthulhu game is currently based in IKEA. But we can't get out of the IKEA.
Also, in response to you saying, of course, you had Power Girl, Pierre said, she's a great hero, damn it.
Hey, the new She-Ra is genuinely really good. If you have not watched it, I do highly recommend it.
I won't subject her to doing villains. She doesn't know villains as well as she knows heroes, I don't think.
What do you mean? What do you mean there?
I
I
mean,
engage in media, do I not?
you do, but like I struggled for like 30 minutes on mine.
Is it literally just like listing 6 villains?
6 villains, same rules.
Hmm.
Because mine were
Is it just like essentially picking favorites, or do they have to be like
you can pick favorites.
capable of
I
beating the heroes in a sense?
I made myself do the rule of they had to make sense and like they would have to work well as a team.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just do 6 that you like.
Okay, but no villain team is ever really supposed to be able to work well together because villains are inherently internally and self-motivated. Any villain team is bound to disintegrate in a like after a while. They work
Oh,
together
yeah.
fine at the front. Like literally look at any iteration of the Sinister Six; they all dissolve by the end.
Oh well, yeah, obviously. But you know, on that same note, Green Goblin is the leader of my villains of the multiverse
Why'd you put him in charge?
because he's
He's
Norman.
not an organizer.
Norman Osborn is an organizer. Norman Osborn.
Yes, but you didn't pick Norman Osborn. You picked Green Goblin. They are 2 separate entities that share the same body. Therefore, it's not Norman Osborn
Okay, in
who
the
is leading. It is Green Goblin
in-
who is leading,
in
and
the
Norman
comic-
Osborn is inherently in the back seat
it's
the full time.
if
that
I'm
he is
going
leading.
comic version, Norman and Goblin coexist very well together.
Yes, but you did
That's-
not pick.
I
They are,
did.
they are two separate entities within the same body.
Okay, JT says pick whichever villains are most capable of taking over the multiverse. So you're in the hot seat now.
Okay. Most capable of taking over the multiverse. Once again, coming in from S-Pop, the reboot, of course. Horde Prime.
Okay.
Galactic Emperor there.
Okay. Or Prime from She-Ra, that's her first.
Yep. Let's see. Horde Prime would probably be head of that. Dude is sort of a massive control freak there.
Yep.
Granted, what villain isn't a control freak in one way or another? They're either a control freak or a chaos junkie. There's no in between the villains.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to think through. Fuck it, the Absolute.
Okay, the Absolute from Baldur's Gate, right?
Yep, because if it were not for Tav or Dirge, basically the player character, the Absolute would win unless Shadowheart got lucky. Because Shadowheart would be the only one who would actually survive through to Act 3.
Yeah.
And have a chance of taking down the Emperor. Or not the Emperor, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
the Absolute.
Yeah.
That's two. Let's see. And I'm just trying to run. And the Absolute is also a control freak.
Yep.
And two control freaks. You kind of have to be if you're going to take over the multiverse.
That's true.
You can't take over a place with chaos junkie energy. It just doesn't work.
You are correct.
Because you have to rule if you're going to take over the multiverse. That's the tricky part, is finding the control freaks who are powerful enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to run through my mental list, because I'm having to think franchise then
Yeah, then characters.
characters.
We've always got the easy ones of Marvel, DC.
Those are easy.
Well, as in ones where you know more characters.
Oh, well, yeah, but picking a villain out of there that has enough power and like control.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the like high power characters don't favor that control.
Yeah.
Like in theory, yes, Thanos has the power, but he doesn't necessarily want to control it.
Yeah.
He just wants to do his thing and then retire in like most iterations.
Yeah.
He just wants to wipe out half the universe and then go like sit under a grape tree or grapevine
Yeah.
and fig tree.
If we're going those rules from Marvel, I would
Like
go
that's at least the rules I'm setting for myself.
Yeah.
Additionally, here.
with your rules, I'd go with Hela from Marvel.
True, Hela. Because she did want to run a full takeover, and she is literally a god of death.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll put the respect on Hela for that.
Hell yeah. We love Hela.
Let's see.
Thanos is Marvel, Zach, to answer your question on that one.
Yeah. They're not a villain, but my brain's like, oh, like Santa from DC is insanely powerful.
Oh my god, yeah, Santa is overpowered.
Yeah,
in
because
DC.
like the fucking I can't remember the dude's name, but like he's like the biggest like villain. Basically, it's like the
Darkseid?
Thanos. Yes. Santa like sneaks in, passes the fences just to leave a lump of coal there like every Christmas.
Yeah.
And that's like canon.
Yep.
But Santa's not a villain, so I can't pick Santa for my lineup.
No, Santa's actually a hero, as we know.
I mean, yeah. He's not a villain. What else would Santa be?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of DC to help you on this one too.
I mean, I'm not specifically running through DC. My mind
Yeah.
is honestly passed through at this point.
Okay.
Um,
Because going with
because
your
I
rules
don't
is
know
tough.
many. Because I don't. Well, Brainiac
True.
from
Brainiac's
DC.
a good one.
He has a strong power for control. He just takes claim of several planets just because it's like, well, knowledge.
True.
Which knowledge is a very powerful motivator for control.
Oh, JT with a good one. He says you could do Krampus.
True. Though Krampus Krampus is just punishment. Krampus works under his own rules. Krampus is lawful evil, I would say.
Yeah.
Because Krampus only punishes those who have been naughty. Krampus doesn't take over. Krampus just punishes.
Yeah.
That's why I can't go with most like supernatural spirits for this, because they operate under their own rules. Most spirits operate under some form of lawful alignment. Like Santa is lawful good. He operates for the good, but he has his rules, the naughty and nice list.
Yep.
Krampus operates under similar rules, but on the evil spectrum. Lawful evil. He enacts punishment as his primary goal, but he does so under rules, the naughty nice list.
Yeah. Okay.
Most holiday entities operate under the lawful scale.
Yeah.
There are some that are on the chaotic side, but chaotic, once again, you're not going to find much desire to take over on the chaotic sides.
Yeah.
So let's see. I don't know the name, but I'm just gonna say just one fucking like final Kirby boss, like the other Eldritch gods that Kirby goes up against.
Okay, a Kirby boss.
Just pick one of them. I don't know all their names.
We'll go with
there's a lot of
Mark.
them. Sure.
That's the one I know best.
Um,
He's in Smash Brothers. So.
yeah. Is that the one with the little like clown hat?
Yes.
I wouldn't go with that one.
Okay.
I'd go with one of the ones that more looks like a biblically accurate angel.
Okay. Got it.
So one of Kirby's like biblically accurate angel gods that he goes up against.
All right, final one.
Let's see here. Final one. Fuck it, Tiamat from D&D.
All right, there you go.
So, I mean, technically, from the Forgotten Realms, Tiamat is... I mean, Tiamat is technically D&D, but Tiamat's also, like, technically from the setting of the Forgotten Realms, which is a setting within.
I get what you mean.
Because D&D itself is really just a set of guidelines for a game. It's a rule set that you use to make your own whatever. You can use the settings it has, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Dracula's... I don't see Dracula as strong enough in most iterations of Dracula. So Dracula is predominantly internally motivated as opposed to externally motivated. Dracula just wants to kind of survive and keep fucking people up.
Yeah.
And take more brides. But yeah.
All right, you're dismissed.
Yep. I'm going now, chat. I gotta go get lost in IKEA. So.
All right, have fun.
I'm Spider-Man.
We've never established if you're Spider-Man, which one does that make me?
Spider-Man's girlfriend of the week? I don't know.
Feels like a cop-out. You had 3 options there.
I just thought of 12 characters. Give me a break.
All right.
I'm leaving now.
Bye.
Love you. Love you
you.
too, Chad. Thank you very much. Keep donating. Dana? Dana, come on with me. Oh, sorry, Dana cameo.
No. Hi, Dana.
Love you, chat. Bye.
I was not expecting her to hang out for that long. That was a very pleasant surprise. I was just bringing her up here to tell you guys about how nice you guys have been to me tonight. Oh, Pierre, thanks for sharing the link in the Discord. I forgot to do that. MJ or Black Cat. I feel like because Black Cat is Alex's favorite, so I feel like that, and I have drawn Alex as Black Cat for multiple art pieces in the past, so I feel like that means I would have to be MJ. Which, speaking of Alex, by the way, now that she's not in the room, I will show you guys real quick. If you guys remember a certain thing I was working on a few weeks ago that I showed you guys on stream, it is finally done. It took a lot of work, but it is finally done. It is finally complete. Oh, Casey Navarro has been ejected. Hardy's won, by the way, for those that weren't for those that aren't actually watching the show. Hardy's won. Casey Navarro has been ejected. I kind of just hope Frankie goes ahead and cashes in his trophy. Specifically because they just gave Hendry the #1 contendership, and I swear to God, if they screw Hendry over again. And there's Danger Zone from Nemeth. Yeah, thank God the system didn't win the titles back for like the 4th time. Or however many times it's been. Because I was getting very sick of them being champions over and over. I'll admit, there's deep down part of me that wants AJ Francis to win to watch the world burn. Oh my God! I did not know that AJ Francis could do a middle rope moonsault. That was legit impressive. And like, he got the full rotation. There wasn't any fear on that one. And Zach, I will now answer the Marvel DC War Games match. So I'm going to go heroes. I'm going to do heroes. Spider-Man, Iron Man. That's the easiest ones. I'm going to kind of go like poster child for each one. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine. And then I'm going to say Hulk for the muscle in there. And I'm going to say Black Panther. So Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, Hulk, Black Panther. That's my Team Marvel. Team DC, Batman, Superman. That's the easiest immediate ones. Batman, Superman immediately come to mind. Excuse me. I'll do men and then I'll do women. And then I'm going to say specifically the Jason Momoa version of Aquaman. Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. And Hal Jordan's my favorite Green Lantern, but I also understand that I think Jon Stewart is actually depicted as being stronger in some cases. Yeah, we'll go Flash. We'll go Flash. Women's wise, DC side, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, because I understand Power Girl is kind of just my cup of tea more than anything. So Wonder Woman, Supergirl. Oh my God, the height Nemeth got on that choke slam. But yeah, I understand that Supergirl will probably be there instead of Power Girl. Zatanna Zatara. Harley's kind of a hero at this point. You kind of have to have Harley Quinn in there. She's one of their poster child in terms of female characters. So Harley Quinn and Let's see. Let's see, Marvel's gonna work. It's really hard for the women. Oh, jeez. Just launched him. Let's see. One more female on the DC side for women. I don't want to just say Batgirl, because then it's like, oh yeah, Batman, Superman, and then Batgirl, Supergirl. But I might have to go with Batgirl. Raven. Yes, Raven. Easy. I could not think of her for a second. So there you go. Wonder Woman, Harley, Supergirl, Raven, and Zatanna. And Zatanna's just my personal intro. My personal pick there. And then... Oh, that was a cool counter. Marvel side, Captain Marvel, Spider-Gwen, probably. I don't count Black Cat as a hero, or she'd be on the team just as my personal pick. Scarlet Witch, and Mammoth retains. So, Captain Marvel, Spider-Gwen, Scarlet Witch, probably She-Hulk. Probably got to get She-Hulk in there. She's also one of my favorites. So, oh, and Casey Navarro's here. And then, actually, I'm having an easier time with Marvel than I was anticipating. Who's a really... I assume Hendry's going to come to the rescue. Unless they just put the belt on Kaz tonight. Which, again, I kind of hope they do, just so they don't... Because otherwise, Hendry's going to win in January and get cashed in on immediately. Here he comes! Let's see. Nice catch there for AJ Francis. Also, no JBL appearance tonight. Hendry, don't touch the belt. That's a curse. Hendry, don't touch the belt. That's the curse. Thoughts on French accents? I don't really have many thoughts on them. I've been to France, so I know what they sound like in person. Let's see. Still need one more female character from Marvel. Black Widow. There you go. I don't know how I forgot Black Widow. Advantage match on the men's side would be Batman versus Spider-Man. And on the women's side, it would be Captain Marvel versus Wonder Woman. All right, there we go. That was TNA. Was it? You know what? For AJ Francis being in the main event, it was a solid show. With AJ Francis in the main event, it was still a solid show. And if that is what I have to say, then that is all I've got to say. On that note, I am going to wrap up there because I do need to go to bed. Because I have a lot of videos for you guys that I gotta go make tomorrow. So be sure to tune into Super Showdown tomorrow. Yeah, in spite of Tessa, in spite of AJ Francis being in the main event, very good show. Really enjoyed that show. Can't wait for you guys to see Super Showdown tomorrow. It is one of my favorite shows I've recorded in a while. I will tell you guys, here's kind of what the schedule's looking like. I'll give you a quick rundown on that before I go to bed. Here's what the schedule's looking like for the next 2 weeks, pretty much through the rest of the year. So you got Super Showdown tomorrow, LAW tomorrow. I think Ray is going to probably upload AEW on Sunday at that point. Monday is going to be a premiering episode of Raw, okay? Monday the 16th is a premiering episode of Raw. So when it's not out for early access, you know it is premiering. Tuesday, nothing as usual. Wednesday should be Dynamite, which Ray is making. Thursday, NXT, I've got to make. I'm just doing what I've got to make here. So I'm up to 10 things already, or 5 things that I've got to make already. Friday should be SmackDown. Saturday, Winter Wonder Slam. Sunday the 22nd should be Bash in Berlin. Don't quote me on that, but that should be correct. Monday the 23rd, Raw, and Xander's Very Not So Merry Christmas special is going to premiere that day. I will not be doing a watch-along on the 23rd. I will have the Christmas special on the 23rd. There will not be a watch-along on the 23rd. December 24th, nothing. 25th, I'm giving Ray the day off. If he doesn't want to do Dynamite that day, he does not have to do Dynamite that day. If there is not a Dynamite the week of Christmas, that is why. 26th, NXT. 27th, SmackDown. 28th, Maple Leaf Pro and Lone Star should be getting their crossover show finally. Don't quote me on that. 29th, shouldn't be anything. 30th, Monday the 30th, Raw again. Tuesday the 31st, nothing. Wednesday, Dynamite. If anything, on the 31st, I might do some kind of stream. I do not know if I will be doing a watch along to World's End. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how interested in the card I am and how little I have to do that night, like I did with Full Gear. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow night for Saturday Night's main event.